My name is Dr. Bradshaw, and this film is intended for my RAD 2612 students. This is page 5 of our structural analysis, and on page 5 the first one that we are doing is called Sacral Inclination. And sacral inclination uses the word tangent, and tangent just means that you are adjacent to or showing the slope or angle of. And so you're going to be tangent to the posterior surface of the S1 segment. And so if I were drawing on this film, I would be using the posterior aspect of the segment right here. I'll be lining up my ruler to find the angle or slope of that segment, and I would be drawing my line right there. Okay? Then the second line is that you want to roll across from the lateral margin of the film. You want to roll across to the superior posterior corner of S1. Now, I didn't bring one of my rolling rulers home, so I'm going to use the edge of my film with the ruler that I have, and I'm going to be perpendicular to the bottom of the film. So I'm going to do it that way so that I can show you how to draw the line. And so I would be right there, and I would draw the line like this, and I would measure the angle right here. So this is called sacral inclination. Using your protractor, you would put the base of your protractor over the one line and the whole of the protractor over the junction of both lines. And so I would simply do that this way, one line over one of the lines, the junction at the whole of the protractor, measuring from here to here, and I have about 41 degrees on this one, so this one would be 41 degrees. Now, 41 degrees is within normal limits. The normal range for sacral inclination is 30 to 72 with an average of 46. The next one on this paper is called Lumbosacral Angle. And Lumbosacral Angle draws a line at the base of the sacrum, and so from the anterior portion to the posterior portion you would simply draw a line representing the sacral base. You again would roll up from the bottom of the film. Because I didn't bring a rolling ruler home, I'm going to use the edge of my film and be perpendicular, and I'm going to the superior anterior corner of S1. Again, I'm trying to line my ruler up perpendicular to the side, and I draw an angle, go up just a tad more, draw my angle right across right here, and I'm going to measure the angle right here. So, I will put the base of my protractor over one of the lines, the whole of the protractor at the junction of, and I'm measuring from right here to right here, and this one measures 40 degrees. 40 degrees. Now 40 degrees is within normal limits. The normal range for lumbosacral angle is 26 to 57 degrees with an average of 41. So we're pretty close to almost average on this one. And so that would look pretty good on a film. The next one on this piece of paper is lumbosacral disc angle. And the first line for lumbosacral disc angle is already drawn. That's this line representing the base of the sacrum right here. The second line is going to be using the inferior end plate of L5, and so I'm going to just simply put my dots right there and draw a line right there. My ruler slipped. Okay, and I am measuring the angle right here. Now, I again will put the base of the protractor over one of the lines, the hole of the protractor at the junction of those two lines, and I am measuring from here to here, and this one measures 30 degrees. Now, normal range for lumbosacral disc angle is 10 to 15 degrees. Less than 10 degrees would indicate a problem with the disc. Greater than 15 degrees would indicate a problem with the facet. So this one is definitely indicating a problem of the facet, which is again back here in this area. So it is greater than 15, so we do have an abnormal for that. And then the last one on this page is called Almonds Line. And the first line for Almonds Line is already there. That's this base of the sacral base line. And the second line is going to be perpendicular to that line at the anteriormost aspect. So I'll line up my protractor and draw a perpendicular line. And I'm looking to see, has this segment crossed over this line, and it has not, so I have nothing to worry about. But if it had crossed over, then I need to be worried about a possible spondylolisthesis, meaning that spondylolisthesis definition is separation of the pars with anterior slippage of the vertebral body. And so if I had this segment crossing that line, then I would be concerned about that. Now, the first protocol would be, if I saw this crossover, I need to look at a lumbar oblique to see if there truly is a collar on the Scotty dog, indicating that there is a separation of the pars. Because there are other things that could make this vertebral body cross that line besides spondylolisthesis, and so I need to further investigate to see if that's truly what I have. Okay, so we had 4 things on this. The first one was sacral inclination. That's this line and comparing this line, measuring this angle. The second one was lumbosacral angle, which is base, and the line that is running parallel to the bottom or top of the film, measuring this angle. The third one was lumbosacral disc angle, which is this one and this one, measuring this angle, which was 30 degrees. And the fourth one was Almonds Line. That's this one and this one, looking to see if that body has crossed over that line. This concludes page 5. Have a good evening.